The major successes of the group is the group itself, aside from the projects in Africa, which touched the Africans greatly, and the experience of the crossroads there, which invariably altered them. They returned from these projects with a different outlook on life, and understandably so. Each crossroader that came back influenced other crossroaders. All the children had ideas of crossroads. Some of them carried on with them. But I remember coming in one night, I found my wife in front of the TV laughing like everything. And I said, "What's the matter?" And she said, "That man," pointing to the TV, "just said, 'Do you know where your children are tonight?'" And I started to laugh too. Carolyn was in China, Rob was in Tokyo, Peter was in Northern Ontario, Rick was in Africa. I was lucky to know which country they were in. Between Jim Robinson and the travel orientation in the family, they all had ideas of going on crossroads, and of course several of them did. One of them was in Lesotho. At the end of the chief of the village had called a great feast, and they had a barbecued lamb. The chief cut out the tongue of the lamb, still uncooked, and offered this to my son as a delicacy, which was a great honor in Lesotho. But the following year, his twin went up to Lesotho to see the work he had done, and on the way in, everybody was waving at him and saying something to him, and he of course didn't understand at all. Finally, he met the chief, and with pictures and so on, showed pictures of Rick and himself. The chief called a conclave and got all the villagers together to explain that this was a brother of the boy that had been there and not the boy himself. Africa is an experience. It's an educational experience. It will change you. It's bound to change you. Your effect on Africa is hard to assess. But you're going out to do good, you do good, and it shows. You will leave Africa, but Africa will never leave you.